Hi guys, today I have my first update for Project Polish this year. I had a whole bunch of colors picked out. Most of them are smaller bottles, so like julep or even mini sizes. But I think I did make pretty good progress this time, so let's jump into it. I was able to finish just one polish this time, and this is from Julep. The color is called Tazeen. You can see it's just a gold glitter polish. I tried to use it on its own only once ever because it was just a little bit too sparkly. It's not something I will wear, and it's also too dense to be used as a topper, so it's just really difficult for me. You can see that's where I started last update, and I finished all the rest of it. It went by a little faster also because it's a glitter dense polish, so it's much more thicker formula wise, so it goes faster, you know. So let me show you a few nail polish combos I did with it. So first of all, I actually dry brushed it over Butter Linden All Hail the Queen. So dry brushing basically is wiping off your brushes pretty clean and just like when it's kind of feeling dry, and then brush it on top just like that. So that way, you know, I artificially made it work like a topper basically. So All Hail the Queen is a really neutral kind of polish. It's really elegant, and I figure a little bit of gold glitter on top wouldn't really mess up the feel. And indeed, it did look pretty good. It just added a little bit of a gold shimmer or sparkle on top. I think it looked alright. It's not something so extraordinary, but it's nice. I also tried to do jelly sandwich with it because glitters that are too sparkly for me usually turn out really well as jelly sandwich polishes. But the jelly that I picked this time is from Zoya. It's Libby. I feel this one is not so super jelly, to be honest. It's a little bit more opaque than a regular jelly, and this glitter is just a little too dense. So usually what I would do is to only put one coat of the jelly polish on top of the glitter, but after only one coat I feel Libby basically just completely sunk into like between the glitters in here, so it just looked really funky and weird. So I used 2 coats of Libby on top of Julep Tazeen. And that way I feel it covered the glitter a little bit too much, but also at the same time it felt bumpy and it's not shiny. Like the whole point of jelly sandwich is to make it more dimensional and also a little bit squishier looking, but it just didn't have that. It looked really flat. It looked really gross, really, honestly. I was pretty grossed out by this mani. I had to take it off just a couple hours later the same night, so that was a complete fail for me. Also, St. Patrick's Day was in March, so I really try to play more with the golden green vibe. So I used ILMP Riding Waves as a base. This is a beautiful kind of seafoam green color. And I saw this nail art thing on Instagram. If I can find the picture, I would put it up here. That girl just basically put a strip of glitter in the middle of the nails, and I thought it looked really elegant and fun. So I wanted to recreate that look with those 2 polishes. I think the color combo come out nice, but it just the glitter placement wasn't as easy as I thought. And mine did not turn out to be a strip at all. It looked completely like a blob. I don't know. If you didn't know, I guess it looked fine. But because I knew I was going for the strip, it was a big fail for me. It was not at all what I was looking for. So that's another failed combo. Another julep polish I had in this project is in the name NADRA. So this is a kind of deeper, dusty denim blue, I think. It's very similar to the one I have on my nails right now, but it's deeper. It's not the same thing. You can see some of my marks. That's where I started, first update, and this is where I am now. I'm happy with that usage because it did get slightly warmer this month. I did find myself not wanting to use it as much as before, so that's a little dangerous. I probably really should hurry up and finish it in April, because coming May I probably wouldn't really want to touch it anymore. I tried a couple different toppers over this time, and this one is from Paparazzi. It's in the color Fairy Garden. I got it from CVS just this month, and I was really excited when I first saw it because it looks like a lighter purple kind of hollow, scatter hollow shimmery polish. As soon as I put it on my nails, I was like, it's only a topper. It's really disappointing, but I just put one coat of it over NADRA. I think the combo did come out really nice. It changed the base color just ever so slightly. I imagine if I just use China Glaze Fairy Dust, it probably comes out the same. But you know, it's a disappointment of this one polish, but I think the combo did come out pretty nice. Another topper I tried is from Lollipop Posy Lacquer. The color is called Tempest. This one probably isn't really a topper. I believe you can get it opaque on its own after maybe 3 coats. But at the same time, the first coat is really sheer. So I figured, hey, maybe this will come out nice. And I did actually really enjoy that because this one is slightly a little bit more opaque. So it kind of changed the base color quite a bit. It did make NADRA a little lighter, and also the flaky gave it some dimension. So I thought the combo overall was a really pretty one. Another polish I have in this project is Sleigh All Day from Maiden. This is only a sample size polish, as you can tell. And that's my daughter. At the beginning, I was right there. So I used it once or twice, I think, last update, but it just didn't, it wasn't enough to make a mark, so I didn't mark it. So that's where I was last time, and this is where I am now. I used it quite a bit. I think I used it twice or 3 times on its own, and I am really surprised by how slow this is going because it's just, it feels unusual. And whenever I have to use it, I use 3 coats too. So I don't know what's up with that. But regardless, it's a really beautiful color. And I actually try to combo it with Julep Nedra too. I thought those 2 colors together look really nice. They carry the same vibe, right? So I did a little Dotty Cure mani, and I really enjoyed that. It's been ages since I did a Dotty Cure. I thought the combo turned out really chic and interesting and fun, and it wasn't a whole lot of work either. Dotty Cure is really easy. I just used a toothpick for this one, and I think it turned out perfect. Another polish I have in this project is Sage. This is from Zoya, also sample size bottle. This one is a sage green and it dries kind of satin. I don't usually go with a satin look. I just always top coat it with a glossy top coat. And this one I used it just a little bit more. That's where I started last update, and this is where I am now. And I also tried a pretty elaborate mani using 3 of my project polishes, those 3 Tazeen that I just showed you, and also Sleigh All Day from Maiden. So what I did is to use Sage on I think 3 nails, and I used Maiden, this whitish one, on 2 nails as a base. And then I dry brushed Tazeen and Sage over Sleigh All Day. I know it's a lot of steps, but I think it did turn out pretty nice. It wasn't completely what I had envisioned because I saw this nail combo from Some Call Me Coco, Diana. I would have her pictures posted up here too. She did the exact same thing with different colors, and I thought, wow, how beautiful. I really wanted to recreate that. So I went with my color combo here, but I think my green isn't super stark green. My white isn't super stark white. So overall, I think the look just turned out a lot more murkier than I had envisioned. It wasn't ugly. I think it's still a very pretty mani. It's just not at all what I had envisioned. It threw me off quite a bit, but I did enjoy playing around with different nail combos. The last one I have in this project is Milani Ice Mango. This one is a fiery red color, and it's very warm toned. It's very fall appropriate. I think it's just a little harder to use now. I did use it a little bit, but I forgot to mark it. I will mark it right away afterwards, but can you tell that's where I was last time? Now I'm just slightly below that. I only used it once, I believe. I only have that little bit left. I really hope I can finish it before it really warms up. All right, so now I will give you a look at my swatch wheel. So that's where I was last time, and of course I finished Tazeen, the gold glitter. So I only have 4 polishes left now. And they are still very much a, I think, winter to spring transition palette. I would like to have something more spring-like, so I added 3 more. Can you tell those 3 are like so Easter vibe, basically? And they are all smaller bottles. I figured I can use this time to try to, you know, finish some of those. So let's see, the first one is a purple polish. This is from Maybelline. It's the color Lust for Lilac. This one is a classic polish, I believe, and a lot of people owned it at some point of their life, and my bottle is kind of low already. That's where I am now. I did try to wear it just to make sure it works okay, and I was honestly surprised by the formula. It's really not the greatest. It's really streaky and patchy, and I had to use 3 coats to get the full levelness that I wanted. After 3 coats it works fine. So I decided, since it's like not that great of a formula and I probably have similar shades like this in my collection now, I should just go ahead and finish it. It doesn't have much in here because those bottles are really 7 mils, so it's about the same as a Julep. I hope I can finish this before summer comes. And the other 2 here are both from Zoya, and they are actually from the same collection. The blue one here is in the color Lillian. It's just a really Easter-like light baby blue, but a little bit deeper than a baby blue. I don't know, it's just a really easy to wear shade, and this is where I am now. I have used it a few times before, and I figure I should just finish it. And then also I have Zoya Daisy. Daisy is a yellow polish. The formula is fantastic for a yellow. Like, yellow polishes are known to be hard to work with, but this one is pretty easy. Some of my nails are 3 coats, some of them are 2 coats because it is still slightly patchy. So some nails I feel I really need to go in there and do a little bit of patchwork. So I use 3 coats, but some of them are just 2 coaters. But still, like I said, yellows are so hard to work with. This is fantastic for a yellow. Also, it has a shimmer in there. In the bottle, the shimmer appears a little bluish, but on the nails, it just looked kind of shiny. It wasn't super obvious. I even tried to matte top coat it, and I think matte top coat it, it looked really pretty. A lot of my coworkers actually noticed it and gave me compliments, so I thought it was something very different. Also, I don't know if you noticed in my picture on my ring finger there was a little brush hair. It just broke off from the stem, like as I was painting, like a brush hair just came out. And I knew I didn't want to pick it out because it would just mess up my mani, so I just let it stay on basically. It's never happened to me before. I thought it was kind of funny, so I just left it there. And this is where I'm starting. I think I can finish it in a couple of months. So my hope is that I can really finish those 3 by the time summer comes around. So I'll give myself 2 to 3 month-ish time to finish those 3. But basically that's where I am at with my project polish. Now you can see that I really tried hard to do stuff with my project polishes this month around. I don't know, I think I was just a little bit more inspired that I wanted to use them different ways. I really enjoyed it still. I hope you guys did too, and if you did, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe to my channel so you can see my future updates and whatnot. And thank you guys for watching. Bye.